Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Yes, Your Grace. This game it's been on my mind. As soon as I got done with the first episode and I went to work, I was like, man, I gotta get back to this game. Um, so here we go. The tavern business is bringing in 4. We have a payment to the bank of $10, 10 gold, per turn. I think we're doing this for 2 more turns, so I think after this turn it'll be 1 more, and then we'll be paid in full. New market stalls. I don't know where that came from. We're getting 2 from that. I guess somewhere over here. Oh, yeah, we fixed the market stalls. And then taxes are bringing in 11. The general requires 9. Why we are paying our general almost as much as we make in taxes from the entire kingdom, I don't know, but that is how it's going. Anywho, let's see, that's 5, 6, 7. So are we making money? Huh. I don't think we're making money. Yeah, we're slowly losing it. Crap. How much are we losing it by? We're losing 19 a turn, and we're making 17. So we're missing 2 a turn. Okay, we can't help anybody else. We're going to buy fabric for the wedding, even though the wedding's only in 3 weeks. I want to go ahead and get this off my plate. But we can't help anybody with gold. Like, we can't, or we're going to be insolvent. All right, save and continue. Here we go. The wedding preparations are done. We just have to keep murdering the little camps around the castle. Let's talk to our advisor first. Oh, the queen is here. So, let's see. There is still time until the wedding. We should check out the... when you have a chance, Your Grace. I did. I sent north, and I think we took care of that. I hope we did. Let's listen to the general. What does he say? Grace. We have managed to dispatch most of them. Good job, bud. Yay. So happy for you. Alright. So we're looking for a guy wearing a hat, a green shirt, and a schmuck because he is a con artist. We've been led to believe. Your Grace, I think I know that they are after me. What are you talking about? Yesterday when I went to bed, someone was in my room. They moved the candles. They left them on the windowsill. I never leave my candles on the windowsill. Your Grace. Okay, yeah, that guy. He's got some issues. Have you seen our second daughter, darling? I think she is still locked up in her... Oh, that's our first daughter. That's the one that we're marrying off. She's refusing to come out. I think it's best to give her some time. I don't know what to do, darling. The wedding is so close. I wanted her to help me pick the flowers, but she won't talk to me. I suppose you're right, though. I will get back to work on the preparations. A soldier. What do you want, young man? Should we aid them in their time of need? This could have a great effect on our people's contentment, Your Grace. We can't allow them to threaten our land. Send the general for 2 weeks? Dude, we can't. I can't send the general for 2 weeks. The general is the guy who goes and cleans out the camps, and the camps have to be done before the, it has to be done before the wedding. The wedding is in 3 weeks. I think 2 weeks now. We can't afford him for 2 weeks. -1, yeah. And then the merchant. Your Grace, I bring you a mixture that can cure illness. Works most of the time. Cures almost anything. You won't find anything better for 5 pieces of gold. Pass on such a fine product, but how do you know for sure that you won't need it soon? Ah, well. I will peddle it elsewhere. Alright. Let's do the east... Let's do the west post. Let's cut more of their supply lines off. So this, that, then the general. 1 turns to complete, confirm. The general is sent. Let's see, if we'd sent the general to round up those guys attacking our land, we wouldn't have him right now. But we have to have that cleaned out before the wedding. And the wedding is what's giving us these 3,000 troops. So we have a bird. What is this? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I want to invite her back. She came to me and she told me about like the merchant, but I'm just going to invite her back. I want to talk to her about becoming allies. I didn't have that opportunity earlier. Like I said, she just ran off, so. Talk to the wife here. Darling, how are the wedding preparations going? Big day is in 3 weeks. Can't believe how fast the time flies. Doesn't really want to get involved with the wedding preparations, so everything is on my head. She'd be less upset if she understood this is the best option we have. Do you think we should tell her about the promise? No. How do you think she would react? She would hate us forever for promising her before she was even born. She could never find out about this. Alright. Alright, I think the wife is right about that. I think we ought to just not tell her. I think that'd be the best thing. Alright. Let's hit this button. So 4, 2, and 11. We're down to $4, but I think that's our last payment to the bank. We have nothing over here that we need to buy. We have 2 weeks until the wedding. If we have to make one more payment, we'll be down to 4 gold, but then we'll be done with that. We're getting close to the wedding. We need to make sure those posts are not a threat to us, Your Grace. No sign at the west post, Your Grace. We did find a heck of a mess, though. They left gold and supplies behind. They must have been in one big hurry. Did we get that? So we got 2 gold and 2 supplies. Nice. Before anything else pops up, I'm just going to go ahead and commit the general to the east. There. Before anything comes up, I'm just going to commit him to the east. We have 2 gold to spare. So if anybody wants anything... Oh, there's our girl. You called for me. Remind me, what did the thief look like? He was wearing a dirty cream apron, dark green shirt, and a hat. Thank you. Alright. A peasant. Your Grace, thanks to the new inn we've built, our workers are happier and they work harder. We can now plow much faster. We still need to maintain the inn, but I wanted to bring you something extra for the help. We'll be contributing 1 gold every week to the kingdom. It's very generous. Please visit us if you need any more help. Thank you, Your Grace. Cool. So now the inn's going to give us 5 gold instead of 4. That inn. Oh, was that the inn? The guy who built the inn tried to swindle us. He tried to only give us 1 gold coin, and we demanded 4. I wonder if that was the same guy. I can't remember. I think we built 2 different... I think we built an inn and something else. Maybe we didn't. It's been a week. With you taking over half of the profits, I was unable to pay the upkeep on the staff and the supply, so I had to focus on what was selling best, powerful wines and spirits. What I didn't realize at the time was that this new approach would attract a new kind of guest. Yes, the kind that likes to drink, shout, and brawl. It wasn't long before it all went to prove the entire place is wrecked. Sigh. So a little renovation is needed. What's the problem? It would take a lot of gold and effort to put everything back to normal. Besides, the reputation of the place is already tarnished. There's no way it will succeed after this. Farewell, Your Grace. If you hadn't been so greedy, I could have made a world-renowned tavern. Oh, so we're not going to get that 4 from the tavern anymore. We asked too much. We should have just done 3. Hey, you know what? Second playthrough is looking really cool. You said I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. I never said you couldn't have a cat, just not her cat. It's a snail! I found him on the gardens, and I call him Smudge. That's an unusual pet, and an original name. He's nice, but he's no cat. He's all slimy and sticky. Kind of gross. That's the best replacement I've found so far. Maybe if Lorsilia didn't have to leave, she could help me find something better. I see what you're trying to do here. She has to leave, she will marry Ivan, and that she will have to stay with him and support him. So there's no other way? No way. I think we would love it in the I think he would love it in the council chamber, Father. When can I go back there? You mean the snail? That was it. What was it? Smudge! Not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go to the council chamber for a while, though. King Talos is staying there until the wedding ceremony. Poor girl. Can't believe we lost the tavern. I have a full... Your Grace, I have a small favor to ask of you, Hick. Teensy tiny. Would you happen to have any spare gold? 1 patient gold is all I ask for. That way I get myself some boost. I know this is rather unusual, but it would help. What do you say? Get out. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. Not the guy. Your Grace, my village has been raided by the bandits. Let me guess, there's a monster on their banner. No, not at all. Locals for sure, but they were armed. Our food supplies and cattle were stolen. We would greatly appreciate your support. This is all we can afford. 7 supplies. We'll send the general for 2 weeks. We have supplies. You're welcome. Alright, merchant. I've been robbed! Oh. Look at that. Smudgy apron, green shirt, and a hat. And he says, I have been robbed. I was on my way to Hagos when a bunch of thugs threatened my life and I did not give them any of my goods. Now I'm left with nothing and nowhere to go. Is there a chance you could support me? Are you trying to fool me in prison? No, your Grace. I'm telling the truth. You will spend some time in our dungeons. Absolutely. Allies. Invite her. She was just here. Like I think she was at the head of the line, or maybe that was the previous day. Other bandits can now get away with their crimes more easily. They know the blame all will fall on them. I hope we don't. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure. Yeah. We have all the preparations, and that king, I'm sure he's going to be pissed because we're going to do something not right. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be like, my son should marry someone, blah, blah, blah. She hasn't. I'm very worried about her. She hasn't eaten anything for the past few days. I hope she'll forgive us for this one day. Ugh. We have a peasant and the merchant in here. How can I help you? I'm just going to look around. Barrels. Barrels are empty. They used to store our wine. I thought we fixed the roof. There's a break there in the roof. These are, by the way, this is called a groin vaulted ceiling, right? Do you see how this pillar, it vaults from one pillar to the next, right? This is a groin vaulted ceiling. This is a high Gothic right here. So beautiful castle that we have. By all the gods, that could have been me, your Grace. Do you see what happened here? If it was the other cell, I would have died. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven me for my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here again? I bumped into the innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe. How dare you tell such a falsehood? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset. Oh, I think I remember. Your Grace, I have been enlightened. I will never do such a stupid thing again. I will serve a higher purpose. Just let me out. I don't know how long he's been in here. You got what you deserve. The gods have spared my life for a reason. Your Grace, I really don't understand. Why am I here? You know why. You're going to come here until Lady Ada comes. Fine, Your Grace. Okay, cool. If it's the wrong person, it's the wrong person. Alright, next week. This is going to hurt because we don't have the 4 from the deal. Oh, we still have a profit of 1. So the bank has been repaid. The new end is only giving us a coin. And this coin was this came from the people who were happy that they can plow harder and faster, but now the end's gone, so I assume we're going to lose this too. I forgot how much we... I forgot how much we spent on that end. I think it was like 7 gold or something. So basically we put in 7 gold and we got out... maybe 12 or 15. But this should be the last tick for the gold payment, or the bank payment. I hope it is. Again, nothing else to buy over here. We're going to have 1 gold crown, and we have 23 supplies. We have so many supplies. And then the wedding is in 1 week. So, I think we did it. I think we made it to the wedding. Now we just have to get our daughter to marry that guy, and hopefully that'll be it. The queen wanted to see you, Your Grace. Alright, let's talk to the general. What did you find? There was nothing left behind. Cool. I think you are ready for the wedding, Your Grace. I think so too. You called for me. I have found your thief. I put him in the dungeon where he belongs. Your Grace, if I may, can I take him with me? Of course, do whatever what you desire. Don't worry, Your Grace. I'll show him where his place is. And of course, you can count on my help during your upcoming battle. I don't have much to offer, but it's better than nothing. I'm glad we became allies, lady. It's good to have you on our side. It is my pleasure. Yay! Plus 60. Oh, here's the banker. He wants to know if we want another loan. I hear that your treasury isn't the best shape, Your Grace. I wanted to offer my services. I just kind of want to sell supplies. Can I sell anything? I don't need to borrow gold because I can't pay it back. That's it for now. The bank is always happy to help. Can I send you a message, like a pigeon, if I need you? Oh, here the guy is. Tell me who's after you. What am I saying is, why would I say this? Why would you tell someone you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? Oh, this is our daughter. Hey, sweetheart. Father. You finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk. Of course, I will see you there. Your Grace, I came here to ask you for your help. My father is very sick with fever. Please help me. He is pale as a ghost and he shakes and sweats all the time. We have tried treating the fever with cold water, a poultice of butter, onions, and garlic. We have given him a concoction of wormwood, and mint. Oh, this would be like if we'd have bought that healing potion, we could give it to her. Your Grace, if we had a court witch available, she could handle these diseases. That's true. You should put out word that we are looking for one. As for your father, here, take gold. We don't have 7 gold. Try looking for a healer near the forest. Don't you think we already tried that? I wouldn't have come here otherwise. Sorry. Apparently we paid $9 for a general. Or 9 gold for the general every single quarter. And they make $11 in taxes. Your Grace, how are you? Are you ready for the wedding? Yes, I just had to ask one question. May Smudge come to the wedding too? Well, I guess, but you need to keep him very close to you. Don't forget to say goodbye to your sister. She is leaving right after the wedding. It's going to be alright, Pumpkin. She's more concerned about the cat. We're almost ready for the wedding. Looks like it's going to be quite the banquet. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with the prince. I don't think she wants to. I know, I wish we had more time to find a better prince, but this is the way it has to be. And down here in the council chambers. We are almost ready for the wedding. There's no need. I just want to be over and done with. Who cares about some stupid decorations? It is the vows that are the most important. I hate weddings. People forget what they are really about. Oh well, it's going to be quite a party either way. I'll see you there. Yes, very well. Did you find anything yet? Healing fever, how to prevent dysentery, something about malaria. All of these are useless. How is your son? What is there to say? He has royal blood and I pay enough for his maesters to ensure that he's at least half as smart as I am. Can you just leave me alone? I'm trying to focus here. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm happy that it says go back to the throne room, and that's where the wedding will happen. So many supplies, man. I'd trade 15 supplies for 8 gold. You wanted to see me? I'm sorry I shouted at you, Father. I didn't mean it when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent the past couple of days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling. I know. I love you, Dad. I love you too. You hate it when I call you that, but you're still my little Luli. It's alright, Papa. Aww. Your mother has prepared one hell of a wedding. See you at the party, kiddo. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm happy that she... I don't want to say came to her senses, but I'm happy that she's not pissed anymore. Okay, who is this? Oh, the wife. Let's go talk to the wife. Oh, that's a pretty dress. Oh my goodness gracious. Darling, how are the wedding preparations? Everything is ready, apart from one last thing, choosing a dress. I'll let you do the honors. Simple. I mean, you only get married once. Oh, look at this puffy decorative piece of art. Isn't it beautiful? 50 gold is nothing for such an elegance. What do you say? Then this is the one, correct? Let's see how the others compare. I only have $1. Nothing special, but for 25 pieces of gold, we can't expect too much. So what do you think? The puffy one, yes? Oh, how are we gonna... What happens when we go into debt? Do we take a loan out automatically? I know, woman. I found it in a chest of my old clothes. It even smells. It won't cost a coin. What would everyone think? Oh, the puffy one. This is it. I'll see you later, darling. I can't. We don't have the money. And the other king said he doesn't give a crap anyway, so, you know. So I thought the wedding was going to take place. Alright, she gave us one, the new inn, the market stalls, the general, and taxes. We're back up to $6 dues. But we don't have anything to worry about over here, so... Alright, woo! Wow. I think the wedding's already done, right? This is nighttime? Oh. I'm overwhelmed by the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure, and are you alright? Of course, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you, Your Grace. So, like I said, company, my wife, yes, I'm here to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. I wasn't sure what to say. I hope I did not offend you. You look... That's an interesting choice of dress, by the way. Oh. You will get used to him. He's a good lad. I wouldn't let you marry someone inappropriate. You know that. A bit clumsy, to be sure, but he will grow out of that. I'll be on my way, if you'll excuse me. This seals the deal, Eric. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. I'm sure if you would honor our bargain. I'm a man of my word. Well, I suppose you are. At the party went on, everyone was busy eating fancy food, drinking the finest wine. The band was first class. Oh no, she lost him. I stirred up every pot, even in the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him. The salad looks surprisingly flavorsome. What is it? A Caldescent recipe? Ha! Did you see her dress? You could have worn a rag and you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. These snails are extremely undercooked. Oh no! What snails? That's not part of the menu. Smudge! The party went better than anyone expected. Well, it costs a lot of money. Listen, I think I've spent enough time with the guests. I really need to get back to the archives, so if you don't mind, I will take my leave. Yeah. Toast, drink with us. See, perfect timing, Your Grace. I'll get some peace after that. To the young couple. Oh, he's gonna die. Until the ill-fated toast, that is. Oh no. Eric, do something. Send for the doctor. Help him. Go and try to help him. Move! Alice was on the ground before anyone had a chance to react. Except for me, I clicked the button. Is he not? Is he? Father. Your Grace. Father! How could you? How could you ever allow for this to happen? You have accommodated us in your castle, which we are grateful for, but this is beyond our beliefs. You have failed as a host and are responsible for the events tonight. This guy right here is a piece of trash. You have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon yourself. Go ahead, Ivo. I can't believe this. You leave me no choice. As a new king, my first order is to withhold the armies that my father promised you. Royal trial. Until then, I will not receive support. Pack your things. We are taking my father home. No, wait, no, you can't do that. Your Grace, the wedding is over, the vows are said, the marriage still stands. Have courage, my darling. Ah. Agents. Your kingdom has agents available for hire. They will be listed here. To make an agent available in the next week, you will need to pay them. To hire an agent, click on the button with their name. You will see the cost added to the summary. Okay. So, I'll get $20 if I do not enlist the aid of the general. But I assume we're going to need an agent because now we're trying to figure out who murdered one of my guests. So let's go ahead and put the general on the payroll. Anybody see that happen? Anybody see that coming? Huh? I mean, as soon as I saw the drink come out. And that's all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. That was useful, thank you. Your version of events will definitely prove useful in the investigation, and we are again deeply sorry about your daughter. Thank you, Your Grace, my wife is still in mourning. Your daughter? I think we have examined all the guests, Your Grace. We haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. The soldiers were on the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince us to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you'd also need to have a very good reason to murder the king. You mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on army. We need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince in time. As for the army, we need to reach out to neighboring lords, make allies, and sign treaties. Sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You're still here? Speaking of allies, treaties, and etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you too. 230 men and 6 gold. That would be great. Not so fast, Your Grace. I can't simply give everything away for nothing, now can I? Lures from Peddle, Your Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associate. As bland as hell without any of these. Persuade Lurs to renew the deliveries and my men will aid you in battle. I'll see what I can do. Very well. Now that's a start. We should invite Lurs over to see what we can do. I also have marked areas of interest on the map. It might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when we'll show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I have made a note of things we can do in our weekly summary, Your Grace. We should be able to deny payments. For our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them. But at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our army will also cost supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servants will shine some light on the case. Alright, first thing. You can now use the map to explore locations and help locals and try to gain extra resources. Open the map by clicking the map button. Got it. Allies, where's Lars? Where's he at? Lurs? We're gonna invite Lurs. 6 gold a tick. That's insanely good. Six gold a week. That can make a lot of stuff happen. There's Ada. She's already an ally. She's already giving us 1 food a week, or 1 supply a week. That's pretty good. Alright, and map. We're paying for the general. I might as well go ahead and use him. Confirm. Now, if the general can't come back with more than 9 gold, then he was wasting, you know, resources. Alright. The banker. I hear that your treasury isn't the best shape, Your Grace. I want to offer my services. That's all for now. Thank you so much. Here's the servant that served the drinks. You have called for me, Your Grace. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I do not know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks like I was told. I am sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing by the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. I didn't know these drinks were poisoned. These drinks, plural, which means they're all poisoned, but we only saw him drink from 1. So he should have said, I didn't know that drink was poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Get it together. If you don't tell me what happened, I'll have your head chopped off. How did you know to give the wine to Talos? I swear I didn't do anything. I didn't know. I'm always told to serve the kings first, Your Grace, and that's what I did. But the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything. Oh, if we'd have let the... Oh my goodness. If we would have let the drunk guy who wanted to dictate, like show his faith to the gods, if we had let him out of the jail, he would have drank the wine and he would have died because the wine was spiked. And we would have known. You may go, but don't leave until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. No, I have more questions. What do you mean you may go? Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find his way back home. Do you think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. No. There's no way I can help you. Ask around. Yep. I don't know why these people are coming to the king to help find lost relatives. Oh, there's something here? Is that you? Oh, no. It's the bird. It's our pigeon. So he'll sit down here. And pigeon. Dear Father, we have arrived. There's nothing like that. The vast streets expand endlessly, it seems. Would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Sorry would have made your ears fall off with all of her questions that she saw the landscape here. The cliffs, the rock spans across the whole. Makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks, here lies Hagos, like a nest looking over everything. Now I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug Mother for me. Aww. You don't want to be caught out on the rural windstorms. You should reply to us. Tell her it's good to hear from her. Maybe the girls have some questions. Of course, let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Let's write the letter. Oh, poo-poo. I'm not ready yet. Let's go talk to her sisters. I'm sure we're going to talk to the sisters, and the sisters are going to be like, hey, ask this and ask that. You know what I mean? And then we can include that in the letter. Yes, Father. I hate that you had to see that. Yeah, the wedding didn't go as planned. No, what happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then. Although his dress was rather embarrassing, I can't believe you chose that one for her. I never let you choose my dress. Well, we'll see about that. Your sister has arrived safely in wherever. She said that you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave the castle. You'd be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Lily, can you ask her about the prince? What is he like? I can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. Is there any free space in the... If there's any free space in the letter, I will ask. Stay safe. Little one, I bet she is beside herself with grief that her dearest smudge is now gone. Oh, no, she'll be in the council chambers because that guy's gone. Yeah, there she is. How cute. You go to Grace. Luisa wrote a letter. Do you want me to say anything? Oh, yes. Tell her I am taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Or no. Tell her as I already had... tell her... I don't know these names. Let's call her Alice. Read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, Pumpkin. So I can only say one thing? Yes. Oh, this is a big decision. I will come to you later when I think of something good enough. Fine. Don't worry about it too much. She will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you are ready. Bye, Pumpkin. I can review the evidence here. Let's take a look. Oh! Look at all the evidence we have. That's a lot of evidence. Did you guys get all that, or did I go too quick? Oh, she's gonna be pissed we chose the... She seems like it. I'm quite jealous of her. It's a much beautiful place. Her castle is much better than ours, too. I hope she will learn her way around it soon. I'm sure she will. When you write to her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them, and ask her how she is dealing with all of these new things, and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I will write. I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Okay, darling. What happened? Yeah, I still can't believe that he was poisoned. It could have been me. Do you really think we'll be all right? He seemed upset. I'm sure we'll be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty. Who could have done such a terrible thing? It must have been one of those guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. All right, darling. Let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. Then I will let you rest, said the man as he walked away from his wife to the door. Okay, prison guard. I've heard that you know something about the death. The servant said you saw someone. Saw someone? No, but I have found this. It's some kind of tooth, I think. And how did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was a time to celebrate, after all. I never left the dungeons, of course. Until the very end of my watch, that is. And what happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual checks of all the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find it? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. Well, they probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. Alright. Mushrooms. I don't want to think about what's growing down here. It's quite pretty, though. These barrels are empty. They used to store our wine. All of them are like that? I would rather not go in there with more cells collapse. We repaired that. Oh, let's go talk to this. Have you considered letting me out, Your Grace? The gods must have spared my life for a reason, you know. You get what you deserve. The dungeon is very dark and moist. I wouldn't like to stay here for longer than a minute. Okay. We'll show her the tooth, maybe? See if she knows what it, darling. I have a lead on the investigation. I have found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind the death. What have you found? An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near here. A guard found it in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter. See if he can tell you exactly where exactly this tooth came from. You don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask our steward, Audrey. to put out the word that we're looking for one. Thank you, my darling wife. Back to the throne room. Let's write the letter. Ask her about the prince. Ask about herself. Tell her she has forgotten her slippers. Ask about the prince. How is he dealing with his father's death, and that I wish to give him my condolences. Mention that working to find the murderer. Very well, Your Grace. Investigation. Okay, alright. Moving on. Can I, oh, do I need to give it to him? Hold on here. Large tooth. Yeah, so someone must have lost it. I'll just put this with the rest of my supplies. Okay, so we got +1 supplies from that. Good. Okay. I guess when he said we'll put out the word, he just meant like, we'll just put it out. Alright, we're at 41 minutes. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. To pay the army upkeep, simply click the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army's upkeep costs, you will lose some soldiers. Okay. So, right now we have more than enough to keep the army supplied and going. That's 9. So that's 5 more gold a week. 1,000, I guess. I don't know. Alright, what do we have over here? Unlock 7 additional locations on the map to explore. Don't care about that right now. Gain 10 army per week. Training grounds. That's a really nice thing to do. Prepare the general. General will be available during the battle. Then a carnival. Gain 5 boost to contentment. It's a one-time use. Let's turn off the general for this week to get 25. And then next week when we pay, maybe we'll do it for 2 weeks in a row and we'll get the training grounds up and running. And with the training grounds up and running 10 per week, like that's just going to be like the more and more the weeks go by, the more and more army we're going to have. I'm going to do that because he ran out to like run over the, he went out to investigate that like little swamp area. So he's going to come back. So hopefully he comes back with supplies and gold. So we're going to get gold from not hiring him next week, and we're going to get gold from him coming back. So it'll be like a double boost. We'll spend it on the big things, and then we'll pay for them again, right? I'm going to do save and quit, but I am going to turn off the general. I'm going to get some money because I really want to start putting it into that because I want to get 10 per week because the earlier we get it, the better. And we don't need this right now because we have 2 other places to investigate, so not a big deal. This will be great, but I assume that we can do that closer to the time of the battle. Like, we don't need it just right now. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I will see you in the next one. And yeah, bye-bye.